everyone, welcome back to Law Study Kit. I'm so excited to see you here. I'm Rabia. I'm a Canadian immigration lawyer based in Toronto, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Law Study Kit, where I help students with NCA exams. I provide them with sample questions and answers that will help them prepare for NCA exams in Canada. So if you're interested in my online platform, please click on the link in the description box below, which is lawstudykit. In this video, I'd like to talk about the timings when you obtained your law degree and whether that will affect your NCA assessment. So what do I really mean by that is that the date that you obtained your law degree, for example, did you obtain your law degree last year? Did you obtain your law degree 10 years from today? Does it matter when you obtained your law degree for an NCA assessment? The short answer is yes, it does. If you'd like to understand this a little bit more, you can keep watching. If you've watched my previous videos, you probably know that in order to apply for an NCA assessment, your law degree must be a qualifying law degree, and it must also be current. So what do I mean by current? Current means that you must have obtained your law degree 5 years from the time that your NCA application is being assessed. Okay, so not from the time that you apply for an NCA assessment, it's from the time that your NCA application is being assessed. Okay, so for example, let me just give you an example to clarify the timelines. So I am, let's just say, the person looking at your NCA application, and I'm going to be the one assessing it. The date today is August 31st, 2021. So when I look at the assessment, you must have obtained your law degree on or after August 31st, 2016. Why? Because it is 5 years from the date that your NCA application is ready to be assessed. Okay, so that is what a current qualifying law degree means. Now, let's say that you don't have a current qualifying law degree and you obtained your law degree, let's just say 6 years from the date that it's being assessed. So it's not a big problem. The only aspect that you have to prove is that in the past 5 years, at least 3 years out of the 5 years, you've worked as a lawyer or as a legal practitioner, and you have that proof that you use your law degree to practice law, either in litigation or, in-house or whatever it is. You have to prove that your work experience, you have at least 3 years of work experience out of the 5 in the most 5-year recent period. So let me just go back a little bit to recap before I move on to the next part. So recap is that your qualifying law degree must be current, which means that it must be obtained 5 years from the date that your application is being assessed. Okay. If for some reason your law degree was obtained more than 5 years ago, then you have to prove that you have had legal experience for at least 3 years out of the 5 years in the most 5-year recent period. So let's just say that you don't have a current law degree and you also don't have 3 years of legal experience out of the 5. What happens then? Then your law degree is considered stale. And if your law degree is considered stale, the NCA might tell you to take some additional courses. Now, the way that they assign those courses can be a little bit tricky. Again, you can read subsection 9 of the NCA policy manual, which I, again, have it here. You want to make sure that you read it. So what happens if your law degree is stale? If your law degree is stale, the NCA can assign you one additional course for every 5 years that you did not have a current law degree, up to a maximum of 15 years. So what does that mean? That means that the 5-year period, so let's just say this is the 5-year period where your law degree is considered current, and you got your law degree, let's just say 10 years from today. So for the 5-year period, this is the 5-year period that is not considered as a qualifying or current law degree, you will be assigned one additional course. So if your law degree is 10 years old, you can be assigned one additional course. If your law degree is 15 years, then you can be assigned 2 additional courses. It's up to 15 years. And let's say that you obtained your law degree even 15 years from today, then what can happen is that the NCA might assign you 4 courses. And if your courses exceed 10, then they might also ask you to take all of the courses in class, probably either doing an LLM or taking courses at a Canadian law school. I hope that I didn't confuse you too much. So again, if your law degree is considered stale, you might have to do some additional courses. Please read subsection 9 of the NCA policy manual. And, if you have any other questions, you can definitely reach out to the NCA. They are super, helpful. When I had some questions, they would pick up their phone all the time and would answer my emails on time too. Maybe due to COVID, their response might be a little bit delayed. But other than that, you should be able to get an answer from them as well. I hope that this was helpful. I actually found this very interesting just because when I had applied for the NCA assessment, I did not know this. But it's certainly something important to keep in mind when you are applying for the NCA assessment. Thanks guys for watching. I hope that this was helpful. Take care. Bye.